welcome to this week's writing vlog. I haven't done an intro yet. It is Tuesday, February 7th as I'm recording this, and this week we are focusing on writing routines. The kids both started daycare this week, so I have a lot more time to dedicate to work and to writing. So that is the plan. So far, my writing routine has consisted of waking up at like 5:30-ish, reading for 25 minutes, and then writing for 25 minutes. I'm realizing this week, as the kids have started daycare, that time has gotten a little shorter, so I need to kind of adjust that. But I drop the kiddos off, and then I have about an hour before work to work on writing things. And I think I mentioned this in the last vlog, but my goal is to have 4 writing sessions a day, so like 4 25-minute writing sessions. So right now, before work, I'm about to start work, but I have just been doing some research on writing serial series and asking my husband about like historical events that I can base historical events in my world off of. So that's been pretty productive. I also found a really helpful blog post about the snowflake method, which I have not tried in full, but I think there's aspects. I've watched a couple of videos of people trying the snowflake method, and I think there's a couple really interesting aspects that would be beneficial. So I think one of my goals for today is going to be to get that done. Yesterday, I'm not going to put you close so you can see, but yesterday I started writing backstory for all of my characters. So as you can see here, this is pretty much the main character, her backstory. So my serial series is taking place after this group, after these characters have gone on adventures together. Think of them kind of like a D&D party, because that's how I think of them. But so they have been friends for a very long time, for years at this point. The paragraphs, the backstory information happened in their like early 20s, and I'm thinking they're like in their late 20s. So they've been friends for like almost a decade at this point, when like at the start of the serial series. This is so much fun because I am just like imagining all that I could write about their backstories too. I think that's something that's really fun and unique about writing a serial series, is that when you create the world, it's really like endless. Like the 2 main characters have a daughter. I could potentially write, a story about her in the future, like when she's an adult, going on her own adventures. So I am drinking my coffee and working on that. So I'm really, really excited about this series. And I love these characters. I never really understood people when they were like, oh my God, I love my characters. Like I would die for my characters. I've never really understood that. I'm understanding that now. And I think it's because this is the most I've gone into character work before writing something. And I can definitely see how it makes a huge difference. Like just giving Sylphina, my main character, just giving her this backstory that's so rich, even though it's only a couple of paragraphs, and like it's not like her entire life story or anything. It literally starts, like her backstory starts when she's 16 in this document. It makes her feel so alive to me, and yeah, I'm just really excited about this series. I gave myself until the 17th of the month to brainstorm and outline. So we'll see at what stage of the outlining I'm in by then. But at the end of the week, at the end of this vlog, I'm hoping to have had, I want to have at least 1 paragraph of backstory for every character, at least the main 5. I think there's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the main 5. They're the ones who really need that backstory, because when you go into the series, like I want the reader to like feel as though these guys have known each other for a long time and have a history, So that's my goal for this vlog, is to get that done. And if I do more than that, great. along that lines, I'm also doing research for world building, and basically like how to write a serial series. I'm gonna look at some screenwriting things for like episodes, because episodic, writing is pretty similar to that sort of thing. So that's what we've got going on. Also learned some really fun facts that Anna Karenina and The Green Mile by Stephen King were both serial series, which I did not know. I feel like I should have known that as an English, someone with an English degree, but I didn't. So there's your fun fact for the day. Admittedly, I have been terrible about keeping up with my writing in the mornings. As the week has gone on this week, I have just kind of been feeling lazy and just like wanting to watch YouTube. I haven't even been like reading. So that's not great. But I just got back from dropping kids off and I was brainstorming in the car, and I actually got a really good idea for backstory for the main character's husband, the love interest. It's not really a romance, but like there's gonna be romantic elements. So I actually got a really fun idea for his backstory. So I'm going to set a focus timer, do 25 minutes of writing work before I start work this morning. So that was actually super productive. I have the entire, well, not the entire, but I have a couple paragraphs of backstory for the love interest, my main character's husband, and also one of the other characters, because like I said, a lot of their stories are connected even from like before their like time as an adventuring party together. So it's really fun kind of like weaving those, and like as I write one, I get to go down to the next one and kind of like weave what I wrote into that. And it's really just fun to see like how this is all building off of each other. So yeah, we've got just under 1,000 words in the lore document right now. One of the things that's really interesting about how this character backstory is coming together is that it's helping me with world building. I have done minimal world building at this point for this project, before I started writing these character backstories, and kind of like as I'm writing the backstories, it's leading to like more and more things about the world, and in a way it's almost like I'm discovery writing. I'm not like, it's not like prose. It's like this happened, then this happened, this is how the character felt before this happened, that sort of thing. Basically just giving like a quick synopsis of what happened before they all met. Like what happened to each character before they all met. And then I'll probably have like a separate document for like what happened when they were together adventuring. There's a whole potential for a whole series there too. This is just like so fun. But yeah, it's really interesting the way that the world building is coming together out of just me doing this. And I mean, like, it's not specific. I'm just kind of like writing whatever comes to mind. Like for one thing, I was like, oh, well, like there's going to be a siege as part of the history. So like there's a siege, and I knew that I wanted to have some reason, like obviously the world needed to have a reason why these, sellswords essentially were being tasked with these, monster hunting and the like. And And so I needed to build, you know, some conflict, like political conflict, into the world building. And it's just fun to see how that's all coming together and the different like layers. And there's like plot threads that I can pull through both like their adventuring and also like the story that I'm actually going to be writing. So I was hoping to have all of the character profiles done, or at least the synopsises done by the end of this week, so that I could really focus on outlining next week. So I gave myself until the 17th to work on this before diving back into Spellrunner. So yeah, that's where we're at. I think it's definitely doable. I have 3 more like main characters that I need to have the synopses for. And then really like 1 or 2 other characters that I should have more information for before I start writing. Not necessarily before I start outlining, but definitely before I start writing. So yeah, first writing sprint of the day, 25 minutes. So that was pretty good. I really need to focus, dial in this writing routine, but writing for before work has really been a lot of help. So yeah, I know this is supposed to be like a writing routine vlog, and I feel like I'm not doing a really great job of showing my routine, so maybe this will just be another weekly vlog. But yeah. It is February 17th, and if you're wondering, hey, Darrian, weren't you supposed to be done outlining your cereal by today? You would be correct. And that didn't happen because we got the stomach flu again. So we had the stomach bug back in November, right as NaNoWriMo kicked off. And the joys of sending both kids to daycare are that they're going to bring home everything. So we got the stomach bug and pink eye in one kid in the same week. We all had the stomach bug. So I did not get the outlining portion done, but that's okay because my character synopses are where I want them to be right now, and I did give myself a little bit of a buffer week, so I am probably going to keep fiddling with these backstories a little bit more, and then plan on doing some outlining next week once the kids are back in daycare. We do have a long weekend, so I'll probably include that in next week's vlog. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this vlog, even if it was a little all over the place, a little chaotic. I don't even know what's in it, to be completely honest, but let me know how your writing projects are going. Bye.
So when you're leaving tomorrow, just give me something to hold on to.